welcome to today's review of the Ergatta ROWER. Now just to be clear, I didn't get just the Ergatta, I also got the Hydrow, the NordicTrack RW900, and the Aviron. And when I got these, I did not know what to expect. I was worried that I might be bored out of my mind, that they're all the same. And I've been thoroughly surprised by how different each one of these is, so they'll each get their own review to help you understand the differences and help you identify which one's best for you. But today, the Ergatta. So let's jump into it. Welcome to the channel that covers everything where health technology meet. A lot to cover today, so let's jump right in and let's start by talking about how this thing looks. Now it is rather large like any other rower, and it's going to take up a lot of room in your house, so if you don't have somewhere to tuck it away, it might be on display. And out of all the equipment that's came through my house because of this YouTube channel, my wife has never really made a comment on how anything looks. Until this came in, she marched right upstairs, found me and said, "What is that? It's gorgeous." So I'll let you format your own opinion on it, but it is really neat looking, and it ends up being more of a focal point or conversation point in your house than ooh, you had to stuff that in the living room. So it does have that going for it. But as far as where you might want to store this in your house, it does fold vertically. So it doesn't fold together, but it moves straight up, and then it doesn't take up near as much room. Now, my ceilings in this room are right around 7 foot, and I'm not able to do it. If my ceilings were just a little bit higher, it would work just fine. So that's something worth noting if you're trying to figure out how it will fit in your house and if you can fold it up vertically or not. But as long as you have enough room, once you fold it up vertically, it really doesn't take up much real estate in the house. Moving on to the feel, talking about the seat, how it moves, how comfortable it is, and the resistance. As far as the seat goes, I was thoroughly impressed. It has grooves in it, so it kind of fits you well. You feel secure in it, you don't feel like you're slipping, but you're also comfortable. And as far as the placement on it, it slides on this very well. It doesn't feel like it's falling around or moving. You feel very connected to the rower itself as well. So the seat experience, its movement, its how fluid it is, very impressed. I was very happy with all that. Now, as far as the resistance goes, this one is a little different. It's a water rower. So when you're moving, you're actually moving paddles in there that move water. So you get more of a realistic feel. When you're pulling the handles, you can kind of feel that a little bit. You have that feedback almost like you're really on the water because you are moving water. And personally, I really enjoyed this. It's just a little bit of feedback. It doesn't change up a ton from other rowers, but it's a little bit, you notice it, and it enhances an experience because you can see that water moving in front of you. You can hear the sounds, and you just have a different feel than the other rowers. So for me, I really thoroughly enjoyed that. Now, something that some people might consider a negative is that you can't change the resistance on the fly. The other rowers, you can go on the screen, click it, say, I want to change my resistance to this, and you suddenly have a harder or an easier resistance. Where this, you have to change the water levels if you want to do that. And that might sound like a really big deal, because if you compare to like the bikes, you're constantly changing that. That's part of the ride structure. But what I've noticed with rowers is you kind of find where you want to be, the resistance you like, and that's what you do for the whole ride. You're not just changing it mid-ride a whole lot. So to me, that was really not a big deal, and I wouldn't even consider it that much of a negative. But if you want to be able to change things easily and on the fly, that might be something that could be concern for you, but it's honestly not for me. Moving on to the monitor and some of the devices you can connect to this to enhance the experience. Now, as far as the monitor goes, I was very, very happy with it. The details there, the colors there, the ability to interact with it and how responsive it is, it all worked fantastic. And I was very, very happy with everything that you do with the monitor. The one knock some people might have is that it is a little smaller than the monitors on the other rowers. Now, there's a point where if a monitor gets too small, it's hard to interact with, it's hard to see some of the stats on the screen, and you find yourself squinting or leaning forward or trying to get close to it to see what it's doing. This is not that. This is officially at that point where it's big enough that it provides the full experience that you want. After that, if you go bigger, it just means it takes up more real estate in front of you, which means it's a little more immersive, which isn't a bad thing. But this is by no means that point where it's so small that you're like, oh, I don't like this, it's just too small. You're not gonna have to worry about that. It was fantastic. I was very, very happy. Now, the sound that you'll get from this rower comes out of the back side of that tablet. So that is one thing I noticed, is that the sound kind of sounds like it's going away from you a little bit. And because it is a sleek tablet, they're only gonna get so much speaker quality out of that. If you've ever used a tablet before, you know that it's only gonna get so much. And if you wanna fill the room with sound, you're probably gonna need something else. So just understand that. You're still gonna get your music. It's still gonna sound okay. It's probably gonna be good enough for most people. But if you're one of those people like, hey, fill the room, I'm exercising, I want to be jamming, well, then you attach an external speaker, and this has the capabilities to do that. So shouldn't be a big deal there. Another thing is heart rate monitor. I always try to use a heart rate monitor whenever I work out, especially when it connects to these devices, because it gives you more data and just gives you more information to go on and understand the quality of your workout and a little bit of motivation in real time. And I used my Whoop for this because it can broadcast the heart rate. It worked great. I would have tested my Scotia, but I can't find the charger. I'm pretty sure that would work just fine, but initial test with using a heart rate monitor, synced right up, no problem, easy to use. Next up, I want to take a quick second to thank a supporter of this channel, and hear me out because this might be very beneficial to you. Now, if you've ever got serious about exercise and wanted to maximize your performance, you may have looked into supplements. And you may have wanted something for helping you build muscle or tone up, another thing for recovery, another thing for energy or endurance. And all these things add up. Next thing you know, you have a whole pile of products in front of you. You're trying to remember to take them, you're forgetting, and you spent way too much money. And I now only take one, and it's performed by the Amino Co. This product does all those things I talked about, but in one easy package. It'll probably save you money by the time you're just buying one thing, not 5 different products. And there's a discount code in the description down below. So if you've ever said, hey, give me a product that does a lot of things, recovery, stamina, building muscle, and more, mental clarity, things like that, you might want to consider trying this product. Moving on to the user interface, or when you turn this on, what you see on the screen and how easy is that to use. Well, they have done a wonderful job with the layout. It's kind of a block structure where you can see the different categories. You select that, it helps you get into what you want. So it's very easy to see, oh, I want to do this type of workout, and it guides you through to selecting what you want. Any other features you might want to get to are laid out really well as well. So if you're a person that's intimidated by technology or feel like you might not be able to fully take advantage of something like this, but don't worry, it is very, very easy to use, and I think just about anybody will be able to take full advantage of this and enjoy it. Moving on to the content, or once you select a workout, what you're going to see on that screen and the different types of workouts you can do. Now, between the 4 rowers I've been using, there are 2 types of content you're going to run into. There is instructor-led, meaning there is a person guiding you. You're on the water with them. You see the footage of them rowing their boat, and they're trying to tell you what to do. They're trying to motivate you, and you ride together. And that is one experience, and it's a good experience. The other is gaming, and that's what the Ergatta is. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, do you think you're more motivated by gaming and challenges and trying to reach certain goals, or by an instructor, a person there that's motivating you, helping you along, trying to get you to do certain things? And if instructor-led is what you think you might lean towards, well, this probably isn't the best option for you. But if gaming is where you think you fall, this is a good option. So let me break down the different types of content they do have. And while I've really enjoyed the gaming aspect of the Ergatta, something else I've really come to appreciate is the different types of content and how that helps you depending on what your goals are or what you want to achieve. And starting with the push programs. These are collections of workouts designed to help you reach a goal. So maybe you're coming into this and you're not in good shape and you want to be able to row for 20 minutes. That's your goal. This will have programs to help get you to that level. Another category is interval training. And think of these as single player games that make exercise fun, while also teaching you how to row, understanding power versus speed, and trying to hit different ranges or goals that they put on the screen. And I found that I really enjoy these when I want to do a quick workout and kind of challenge myself to see what kind of score I can get. Another category is races, and this is exactly what it sounds like. It's going to take other Ergatta members, pit you up against them and let you race them, and it's going to match you against people at your skill level. So it makes it fun because it's usually pretty competitive, and it's a very neat interactive screen where you get to follow them, see where they're at, see where you're at in the race, and enjoy the experience of truly racing against other people. And the last category is open row, which basically means you're in control. You can select a few options in there, set up the type of workout you want to do, and go do it. So I want to wrap up this video with a rapid fire section. A bunch of things that deserve some time, but I can't spend too much time because this video would take forever. And the first one is you can work out at your level. Sometimes when you look at a rower, you think there's only one way to use it. But this thing is actually very good at letting you work out at your level, whether that's beginner, intermediate, or advanced. You're going to find workouts that will match where you're at, but also help build you to higher levels if that's where you want to go. Next up is that they have a strong community presence. Whether that's racing against other people, setting up a challenge with a rival, or accepting feedback from the community and seeing those improvements implemented later on, there are a lot of things going on that show that they listen to the community and let you interact with other users of their Ergatta, which can really enhance the experience and just make it more fun. Next is that you don't need to be an experienced rower. You might look at this and go, I know nothing about this, or I've never even used a boat before. Well, with this, they do a fantastic job teaching you what you need to know, learning form, learning different exercise types, learning how to use this in different ways, and before you know it, you are an expert. So you do not need to be an expert. You can be an absolute beginner, take full advantage of this, learn along the way, and enjoy learning a new skill and getting a fantastic workout. Another motivational tool is all the challenges, whether that's the monthly rotating challenge and you get a brand new thing to try to go after, challenges against other people, medals or milestones that you can work towards. There are a lot of things that just keep you motivated to wanting to reach new heights on this and to keep coming back to this and getting that exercise that you want. Another thing is how they've built out the competitive features in this. I love competing against other people when I'm working out. And the races with this are an example of that. You get on there, you see everybody in their lanes, they're racing, and if you see someone starting to pass you, you're gonna work out harder. I know I do every time. I see that person start to pass me, and suddenly I'm working out a lot harder, I'm getting a better exercise. But if they're always just taking off, and even at your hardest you can't keep up with them, that's no fun. And the Ergatta has done a great job coming up with a ranking system so you compete against people at your skill level, and then over time, as you work out harder and build up your endurance and strength, you can rank up as well. So they've done a great job keeping you in a zone where you feel comfortable and don't feel outmatched. And my last rapid fire item is going to be how well this adapts to how much time you have. This doesn't have to be oh, I need 30 minutes to go work out. If you want to do a 30-minute workout, a 60-minute workout, or a 5-minute workout, this is going to have options for you and it's still going to challenge you. If you only have 5 minutes, you can jump on this thing and get a very, very good workout. This thing will push you and you are able to get a lot of calorie burns, a lot of exercise. You'll still be sweating hard after 5 minutes. So no matter what situation you're in or how much time you have, you're going to be able to get a fantastic workout on this. So I hope you found this video helpful. Comment down below if you have any questions and I'll try to answer those. Don't forget to like the video. Again, there's a link in the description down below if you want to check out the Ergatta. Don't forget to subscribe to stay on top of everything where health and technology meet and future rower reviews. But until next time, here's to a healthier you and have a good one.